Ride1Up Portola. Let's open it up, put it together, ride it. You know what I'm talking about. You ready to get this? I'm ready. How long's it been? It's been a hot minute. It's 55 degrees. Getting it. Doggy style. Wow. That is literally all together. This is nice. This is what happens when you do an American company. And Jimmy the Crow is back. Wow. You have this handy little strap that once it's all taken apart and folded down, broken down, you could take this. It's the first time I've ever seen anything implemented to keep it all together. Obviously, we still have some stuff we need to take off the bike, but wow, pretty thoughtful. They went next level to protect every part of this frame. Literally. I mean, you got this heavy duty, thick vinyl.
So Jay won't be able to see this, but even on the bottom, where it's going to touch the ground anyway, there is a baby zip tie. Jay, come here.
I see it.
There's a baby zip tie. You'll see how big it is compared to the... Look at that. Wow.
180 millimeter discs on this, and we do have hydraulic. It does look like it's to be no name brand, and even the fenders are metal and they're already assembled. You just basically unfold this and good to go. So the reason why we use that paint marker is so that when we unfold this, we know where that lines up at. Right there. On the assembly instructions, it's basically just take it out of the box, tighten up some things, and then rock and rolling, it's good to go. So little assembly required. So in our accessory box, toolkit, inside your toolkit. Wow. Yeah, I remember this when they sent me the Prodigy. Beautiful Allen key set with your ball joints at the end. Portola owner's manual. And its color. Ride1Up pamphlet. Hat. Maintenance grease. Then, of course, your charger to charge that sweet number. And we do have a 2 amp charger for a 48 volt 10.4 amp, so roughly 5 to 6 hours to charge that at 499.2 watt hours. On the top, you have a little button that's going to show you how much battery life is left in it. Very nice, sturdy lock. I'm going to do a quick speed test while it's here. It's like 20 miles per hour is our cap in pedal assist 5, putting out 101 watt power. So if we press the up and down together, you know, TCN, no idea what that does. We'll just leave that. Then your brightness level, and then your mile per hour, kilometer. Okay, we're good. That's it. That is where we're going to charge it at right there. Simple enough. As simple as that was, that makes it super easy because all we're going to do is fill up the tires. We're going to take it outside. Portola. Let's ride one up. Okay, definitely torque sensor. 100%. Bring it up, pedal assist 2. Oh yeah, same thing, pedal assist 3. There it is. Oh yeah, definitely torque. 4, 5. Still torque. Wow, definitely a torque sensor. Here we go, let's go throttle. Wow, great stopping power. Holy cow, did you see that? Wow, wow, wow. So one of the things you're gonna find is when you have a battery like this in a low center of gravity, it feels a little bit lethargic. Not lethargic, that's not the right word, but you feel it in your turns. I was gonna say nostalgic, but that's not the right word either. So definitely hits 20 miles per hour. Great control. Steering is a little stiff. That braking power is remarkable.
Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard, yeah, you get what you deserve. Yeah, I ain't taking a backseat, I'm passing anybody else who is rapping. I'm nasty, ain't nobody able to catch me. They gasping, they cannot compare, they can't match me. I'm at half speed, I got your girl and she laughing and dancing, hanging on my butt, she asking to crash with me, smash with me, she savage, she wants cash money, and she knows that I live lavishly, I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive, I fight to live, I fight to strive, one day I'll have what I want. I want the whole world in the palm of my hand, I got a plan, I'm the man, now I'm teaching the game, a veteran, better than anybody else who tests me, I'm ready, looking at my hand and it's steady, I'm trending, ascending and blending, lyrical bending, now I'm spreading and getting my name out now, yeah they hearing me laugh, all the crowds repping the sound, I'm hitting the ground, running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100.
Ride1Up Portola. 180 millimeter discs on this. I have to talk about this. This is not something I'm just gonna throw away. Those are some big jammies for such a small bike, yeah? 500 watt rear motor, this color. Okay, Bree says, Jay, it's Bianche blue or Tiffany blue. First off, let's just be clear, this is not Tiffany blue. Tiffany blue is more of a blue. This is like, I do kind of see the blue in it now that it's outside. It's more like a beigeish blue. Beyonce. It doesn't matter. We're not here for that. I really want to talk about these discs because they're massive now. You've seen all the different bikes I've done reviews on this channel. Did you check out that link in the description? Yo, I'm so proud of myself. Made a little comparison sheet. And of course, this is on it. And there will be a direct link down below to that. You feel like I'm just summing it up. I'm not. I just really want to promote that because it is sexy. 5 speeds on this, 5 pedal assist. It's a legitimate torque sensor. A lot of times when I get these bikes, they'll say torque sensor. They're not. There'll be torque sensor from 1 and 2. For those of you that don't know, torque and cadence sensor, okay? A torque sensor means you have to put a little bit of effort and then it's gonna help you out. Cadence is just like, I don't give a shit what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go 35 miles per hour, 35 miles per hour, 35. It just doesn't match. You've seen them going down the road, going 25, and they're doing this number, right? They're doing this. They ain't doing nothing. That's all motor. The battery on this isn't really that large. Typically, you'll see birds in the tree. Typically, you'll see more watt hours than the actual motor itself. This is a 500 watt, and it is pumping out 20. However, you can get this to go 28 by holding down the power and the negative or the minus sign at the same time. You'll be able to cycle through C1, C2, C3. But once you hold it down, you can't press up or down. You have to keep pressing it. And then C3, and this is where they get technical because they're an American company. C3 on this is a legitimate C3, meaning they could go 28 miles per hour with pedal assist, no throttle. Just a little preface for anybody. Class 1 is pedal assist, no throttle, 20 miles per hour. Class 2 is throttle or pedal assist does not matter, 20 miles per hour. So throttle with 20 miles per hour. 28 miles per hour, and the only time you could go 28 is exactly what this does. No throttle, 20 miles per hour, still the same as class 1 and 2. And then 3, you can use the pedals to get there. This actually falls in that category. I wish it did 28 like all the other bikes, but that's like class X or class 4, which aren't really categories anyway. So where the seat is kind of in the lowest. It could go a little bit lower, but let me show you somebody that is a 5 foot sitting on this. Come on over here, camera lady. Oh, you don't even need me to hold that. So that's 5 foot. You see, it's working for her, right? That's working. Good. Thank you so much. I do want to comment on the brakes on this, but I will in a second. Now this is not all the way up, but it'll give you an idea. I'll give you an idea. There you go. That's 6'1". Could go a little bit higher, but you get the idea. They did not cut any corners with this. We have a name brand front disc and rear disc. We have a name brand seat post. That's impressive. Oh, you have name brand gears, Shimano. Everybody knows this. And this is a true 8-speed. Whether or not you're going to use that 8-speed, well, you're getting an e-bike. Everybody knows foldable bikes, right? How many times have you seen foldable bikes? And I'm like, yo, if you could just come up with a way to latch this so it's not floppy. Why would you make, and that's my biggest gripe with foldable bikes. They're gonna rip up your carpet and your trunk, but if you wanna do that, whatever. But they don't have a way to stay together. So when you put this together, I'm gonna show you right now how you kind of break this down. So first we're going to press this in, pull this down, press this in, push this down. You can see a little bit of tension here, don't worry about that. Just move that out of the way, it'll loosen up. Throttle's on the left. What? That's my jam. It's my jam. I prefer it on the left than the right. That's silly. Why would you want that there? Your hand's on the right. Where the hell's your left hand? Here? It's on the handle, the same place where your right is. You have to shift, right? No, you don't have to. Okay, you just want to use the throttle? You want it next to the levers and all that jazz where you got to finger bang jammy and daisy to figure out what's what? No, man. It's right there. Easy breezy. Thumb throttle on the left. Display is a little Game Boy-esque. I would have preferred something with color, but this does have something that the color models don't have. Hydraulic brakes under $1,000. First time I've seen it. They are no name brand. It's probably their own or something else. And I want to put this out there as a little side note, as a preface. Do you know the difference between mechanical brakes and hydraulic brakes if you were to buy them? $10. You could buy mechanical brakes literally for like 20 bucks on Amazon. That's our price as consumers. So that means that distributors and manufacturers could probably get it for, let's say, $6. Hydraulic brakes are about $10 more. So it really makes you wonder when these other companies, not so much Ride1Up here, when these other companies are trying to squeeze every penny out of you and they're putting mechanical brakes on a $1,500 bike. $999. This has hydraulics. Win. You saw that stopping power at that stop sign? Hydraulic brake. Yo, no bleeding. And I always talk, there's no brand. You don't need a brand on it. Oh, this Tektro Magura. Dude, none of that shit matters. Like, it doesn't matter, okay? It's all about your pressure inside of the line and how much fluid you actually have in it. That's it. So this has it, bro. For $999, I don't think you could get a better bang for your buck. We have branded items here, people. Branded items. Branded. Not Tammy Zoo pedal. Remember that? Tammy Zung? What is that? Branded. And the paint job on this is pristine. I'm more of a fan of matte. However, this has that clear coat like a car, so it looks sexy. It does not look like it's not. I don't know what I'm doing with my finger. This is what Donald Trump does. Cardboard. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand. just gonna leave it behind my back. 20x3s, a little bit of knob, a little bit of grip on them. I would like to see foldable bikes, honestly, with street tires. Are you taking these off-road? Probably not. Taking them on-road. These are gonna wear down quicker than street tires, but everybody's doing it, so it's fine. That's just personal preference. I think street tires look badass anyway. Knobbies are cool, but they're gonna wear down, and you hear that, that's the actual knobs. That's why you don't take dirt bikes on streets, you take them off-road. You can, it's just they're gonna wear down quicker. You know those Jeeps where they raise them up and they put the big knobby tires on it, and all they do is just, what do they call them? Pavement princesses. All they do is just drive from 7-Eleven to home. Should be rock climbing. Okay. The brake light on this is in fact functional, whether you hit the front or the rear, that does go off. So that's a good thing. Let people know behind you you're actually slowing down, although you're not going super fast, 20 miles per hour. The fenders on this installed out of it. You saw how easy that was? You saw how easy that was to assemble out of the box. You're gonna need a second hand. It's got a little bit of girth to it. So once you take it out, you unfold it and then put the stem on, and you're done. Fill up the tires and tighten up the bolts on the neck. So if you hold the up button, that will turn on the headlight. Super bright, super clean. Wow, I rode this thing for 4 miles already. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How do I think this pairs up to other bikes that are $999? That's the point of the compare list down below. I'm actually still working on a site. Check it out, ebikes.jhays.com. I'm working on it to where there'll actually be a rating. There'll be stars that are underneath it, so you'll know how that fares to the next one for that bracket. It's in the making, it's in the works. But for $999, I'm just going to tell you this: it has name brand items and hydraulic brakes on it when no other bike, dude, I challenge you to find me another bike at $999 that actually has hydraulic brakes that are only like $25 and stop on a dime like that out of the box. Not gonna happen. I would recommend this for $999, 100%. I do ask you that if you are gonna purchase this, to use the link in the description. There should be one. If not, then it is what it is, but yes, yes, yes. Check the link in the description down below.